Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Eyewitness say bomb brought to school by student. Call members to get 77,000 naira monthly allowance soon, says NYSC. Cabals in Tinubu's government dangerous, sophisticated than Buhari's, says Dalung. Two US-based Nigerians face 40-year jail term. Now, top on what's trending, an eyewitness account of the explosion that rocked the Islamic school in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) on Monday has said the bomb was brought to the school by one of the students. The blast at the Sani Othman Islamia School, Kuchibiyu Village, Buhari Area Council, had claimed 2 lives and injured 2 persons. Newsmen who visited the school on Tuesday said the school is a 3-classroom block built for nomadic education. Findings revealed that the student who brought the explosive to school came in from Katsina State a day before the tragic incident. The boy who was holding the explosive died instantly, while the second boy died later at the hospital. The incident recorded 2 survivors, a little girl who is receiving treatment at the Kubwa General Hospital and another boy who has been referred to the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. Next on what's trending, the National Youth Service Corps NYSC management says corps members in the country will soon start receiving 77,000 naira as their monthly allowance. NYSC Director General Brigadier General YD Ahmed stated this on Tuesday in Abuja, according to a statement by NYSC spokesperson Caroline Embu. General Ahmed, who said his administration prioritizes corps members' welfare, added that arrangements for paying new corps members' allowances have been concluded. The increase in the monthly allowance for corps members followed the review of Nigeria's minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira in July 2024. Now, reacting to that, a user with the name Chuka Elvis wrote, "Stop stressing these coppers with your fake promises." Next one is from a user with the name Baby Nafisa, and it says, "Soon when? My sister is almost rounding up and we keep hearing soon. It's either they are paying arrears or you better leave it at that 33,000, make you cuckoo touch everybody." Last reaction on this story says, "Stop all this cho and show working by paying 77,000 this January Alawi." Former Youth and Sports Minister Solomon Dalung says the cabals around President Bola Tinubu are more dangerous than the clique around former President Muhammadu Buhari. The former minister was a guest on Channels Television's politics program on Tuesday. Dalung, who was a minister during Buhari's administration, said Buhari was a stranger in his government as members of the cabals took over the running of the administration. The ex-minister said while members of the cabals around Buhari were not too educated, the power brokers around Tinubu were sophisticated, ambitious, and educated with sound knowledge of power dynamics. Dalung cited the capacity of members of the cabals around Tinubu to manipulate power, build barricades around the president, and stifle information and human traffic from the president. Now reacting, someone said, "It's the truth. I hope Mr. President realizes this before it's too late. I don't know how to imagine a Buhari Pro Max." Next one is from one Sammy_T, and it reads, "This is so true. Seems like these cabals are allegedly here to wreck the rest of the remains of the Buhari's wreckage, judging from how fast things have deteriorated in a very short time into their tenure. First time is not even halfway yet." Last reaction on the story says, "Those around Buhari were uneducated. You were a minister during Buhari. That means you were uneducated. So why should we take the words from someone who served among uneducated cabals?" A Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) says the country is at moderate risk of human metapneumovirus (HMPV). In a public health advisory, the agency said the federal government is closely monitoring the outbreak of the virus and is taking safety measures to strengthen the country's preparedness and response capacity. The NCDC said it conducted a risk assessment for the HMPV in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and partners such as the World Health Organization, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, US CDC, and the UK Health Security Agency UKHSA. The assessment classified the risk of HMPV PV for Nigeria as moderate. This evaluation will inform and guide preparedness efforts, decision-making and response strategies to mitigate potential impact, the advisory issued late Monday said. It said the NCDC is working to give Nigerians timely, accurate information and guidance to keep the Nigerian public informed and prepared. Now to the reactions. The first one says, "Abeg, let's start bathing people coming into the country with sanitizers." Next one reads, "Una don't start again, abi? We are not in a cold region, so why are we talking about rebranded pneumonia?" Last reaction on this story says, "The lunar year is around the corner for China. Many will be going home end of the month. This is when checks and controls should be intensified." Next one was trending. The Oyo State government on Tuesday urged the State High Court in Ibadan not to grant bail to the ex-queen of Oni of Ife, Naomi Hamzat Oriyomi, and a school principal, Fasasi Abdullahi. The court had on December 24th remanded the trial in prison over the death of 35 children during a Christmas fun fair they organized in Ibadan, which resulted in a fatal stampede. The defendants spent both Christmas and New Year's Day at the Nigerian Correctional Services facility in Agodi. During Tuesday's hearing at High Court 8 Ring Road, Ibadan, the defense counsel urged the court to admit them to bail, but the Oyo State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Abiodun Aikomo opposed the bail request, insisting that the applicants had not shown sufficient grounds for their release. Now reacting, someone said, "If this lady is wise enough, she will know that asking 5,000 children to come out for Christmas party will put her in trouble. Does she know what 5,000 is?" Next one is from one Ola Teju, and it says, "Governor Seyi Makinde, this is double standard. Why not put the same energy to prosecute those that caused the terrible explosion at Bodija early last year? The explosion that rocked the whole of Ibadan. The explosion that caused the death of people and the destruction of properties." Next one says, "I totally agree, especially the school principal who followed due process and also made them pay into state accounts." And let's go on a quick break. We'll be back in no time. Do stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're watching Newsfeed on Trust TV. The China Development Bank, CDB, has granted a loan of 245 million euros for the construction of the Kano-Kaduna Railway project in Nigeria. A statement by the bank on Tuesday said the move was to provide financial support for the smooth progress of the project. The Kano-Kaduna Railway, with a total length of 203 kilometers, is a standard gauge railway. Once completed, it will provide direct rail connectivity between Kano and Abuja. The project is being constructed by the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC, with financing support provided by the CDB. Next on what's trending, the Anambra State Police Command has arrested 2 suspects who allegedly murdered and buried their brother in a shallow grave in Oko, Orumba North Local Government Area of Anambra State. The Commissioner for Police in Anambra State, CP Nage Itam, made this known during a press briefing at the command's headquarters in Oka on Monday, January 6th. Itam said the deceased, Chibuzo KK, had been accused of burglary and theft. His brother Chidebere Okeke and cousin Emebo Ogochukwu caught him in the act and beat him, ultimately resulting in Chibuzo's death. Subsequently, the 2 suspects dug a shallow grave in their compound and buried the body of Chibuzo. Investigations are ongoing, after which the suspects will be charged to court. Now to the reactions. The first one says, "If you catch a thief, retrieve the stolen item and hand the thief over to the authorities. Stop all jungle justice, please. Most times, victims of jungle justice are innocent." Next one is from one Felix Cheese. "I wonder what was going in their mind when they were doing that. This is one out of many happening. This one no be government again, no. Small power you get, waiting you they use do." Last reaction on this story is from one Kalu Philip. "Very bad. They should spend their entire life in prison." Next on what's trending, 2 Nigerian nationals, Olutayo Sunday Ogunlaja, 39, and Abel Adeyi Daramola, 37, each face up to 20 years in the United States prison after being convicted by a federal jury for orchestrating a $560,000 romance scam. In a statement released on Monday evening and obtained by newsmen on Tuesday, the U.S. Attorney Alexander Obales and Raul Bujanda, special agent in charge of the FBI in Albuquerque field office, revealed through the Department of Justice that the Nigerian pair was convicted of perpetrating the scam following a 4-day trial and under 3 hours of jury deliberation. The U.S. Attorney's Office stated that the two Nigerian nationals, in partnerships with other accomplices, initiated a scheme in January 2016 using a fabricated identity, Glenn Brown, on the dating website harmony.com. Prosecutors revealed that the fraudulent profile was later used to establish a romantic relationship with a victim in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Along with other accomplices, the defendants allegedly obtained thousands of US dollars from the victims. Now to the reactions. The first one is from one Real Ola Thomas. I love my 9-to-5 job. Nothing can beat peace of mind, and regardless, I am not doing so bad, thank God. Next one says, now they are Nigerian nationals because they are scammers. The ones that did good in the US are African Americans. Last reaction on this story says, since 2016, wow, they thought it was gone and done deal. 2016, juju they feel actually. And now in sports, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has confirmed the appointment of Eric Chelle as head coach of Nigeria's Super Eagles. This was reached at its meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, 2nd January 2025. The NFF Technical and Development Subcommittee had recommended the appointment of the former coach of the senior men national team of Mali as a new head coach of the Super Eagles. This recommendation was on Tuesday, 7th January, endorsed by the NFF Executive Committee, the Federation's website revealed. His appointment is with immediate effect, and he has the responsibility of guiding the Super Eagles to earn a ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals, with the next round of matches taking place in March. Now to the reactions. The first one says, the same coach that couldn't qualify Mali out of 4 matches, lost 2, draw 1, won 1. Now him will not bring for us as a national coach. Okay, wow. Next one reads, with the squad we have, I think Hervé Renard will be the right man to do the job, not this man here. And the last reaction we're taking on the program today says, he will do better if NFF gives him free hand to pick players. And that's a wrap on the program today. Do all to follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news and documentaries. Until next time, goodbye.